Today we have a whole lot of things to talk about. Wait, look at this. Guys, something fishy is happening right before our noses, right before our eyes. What does your gut tell you about these things? 1. Ripple revamping their website. 2. Ripple moving to a new HQ. And 3. The SEC hiring a S-ton of people. All of a sudden, miraculously, all of these things are happening at the same time. Something seems to be brewing, guys, behind the scenes. I think settlements is already agreed on and the SEC is gearing up to go after exchanges. Remember, remove your coins from these shady exchanges. Once again, guys, I do have a ledger affiliate link down in the description below. But when the time does come, again, there's going to be so much panic and fear, right? So remember what the Riddlers always told us about. Don't panic, because everything is already pre-planned ahead of time, whatever does take place. But we do see here on the Ripple website, look at this, guys, brand new website, revamp the website as we see right here, business impact powered by crypto. Again, transform the way you move, manage, and tokenize value. Look at all these partners, guys, right? Looking very beautiful. It all depends on the partners, like we stated before, the central banks. Where the central banks partner with? Ripple. Do we know why? CBDCs. Implement a scalable, secure, and sustainable central bank digital currency that meets the high security standards of central banks. Again, all about liquidity and cross-border payments. Guys, we see the proof right here. Now listen to this. From Johnny Deaton, Garlinghouse said, quote, "That's an optimistic view, but it's not impossible," end quote. Guys, listen to this. Absent a settlement, no one should expect a ruling before the end of the year. As Brian Garlinghouse said, it's not impossible, but extremely unlikely. As we see right here, Ripple CEO believes SEC lawsuit could be resolved this year. Guys, so what do you guys think will take place with this lawsuit? Will it conclude this year, or will it be 2023? Again, it's 50-50, but we know, is the world going to wait that long for this event to resolve? No, guys, I don't think the world is going to wait so long, right? Just for the SEC case, something is going to override that case. Now, the long-awaited climax is near. As we see right here, the Ripple boss acknowledged that the company's ongoing legal battle with the SEC has gone quite well. The case has gone quite well. A lot of it has been skirmishes around discovery, but it's clear that the judge understands that this is an important case. Now we are getting close to summary judgment filings. Everything will be before the judge now by the end of November, he said. So when asked if he believes the case will be concluded this year, Garlinghouse said, "That's an optimistic view, but it's not impossible," right? So it could take place at any time, guys. So just beware of that possibility. Garlinghouse, SEC's delaying the case. He said a lot of things that I think are talking points and that don't really make a lot of sense. He says justice delayed is justice denied, yet they brought this lawsuit against Ripple, and every possible juncture they have sought to delay the case, and we are trying to move as quickly as we can. We will continue to move as quickly as we can, he said, right? So as he means right there, guys, the world is not going to wait so long, right? These events will start taking place, which means the conclusion of the SEC case. And then XRP gets the green light, which is going to be called a safe haven asset, right? So these institutions will be flooding their money into the digital asset XRP since it got the green light. Look at this from Fame21 more. Everyone seems to be bashing Gary Gensler, guys, right?
And so why would Gary Gensler purposefully launch a known toxic product, garbage product, into the market and not allow for an ETF, spot price ETF, that's already established itself on markets around the world? And his arguments against price discovery are fallacious and misguided. Why would he do that? Why is Gary Gensler? So it's a shame that Gary Gensler is such an obviously he is a regulator who's in the pocket of Wall Street, who considers Bitcoin to be a threat. There's absolutely no question about this. The Gary Gensler is corrupt. I mean, I would, if I said, he just talked to Jon Stewart in an interview on Jon Stewart's ill-fated Apple TV show, and Jon Stewart took Gary Gensler apart shred by shred and proved and showed to him in no uncertain terms that he was one of the worst and most corrupt public officials in America. And it was shocking. And Gary Gensler had nothing to say to defend himself because he's disgusting. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it would be great to give Americans a chance to participate in Bitcoin, but if Gary Gensler wants Americans to be poor, uneducated, living in the gutter, and being killed by the ravages of inflation, that's up to Gary Gensler. He's got blood on his hands. Gary, you schmuck. You should just resign and give the world the benefit of not having you have a public office. You're a gross, disgusting human.
Gary. Now, I'm not sure what he's talking about. Bitcoin. I mean, guys, if you invested $1,000 into Bitcoin now, right, at 40,000, and it goes to 100,000, the return on investment percentage isn't even there for you to become rich. Now, if you invested into XRP or another coin that has that potential to really skyrocket, then it's definitely worth it. Not financial advice. So I'm not sure what he's talking about Bitcoin right there. I'm pretty sure Bitcoin still has to go, or something will take place with Bitcoin, right? But again, a lot of people are now coming together and attacking Gary Gensler, guys, right? Crazy stuff is actually happening in today's day. The Brethren Joe's also suit out, choose your fighter. We got my entire net worth is in the hands of this man, Italic, and then my entire net worth is in the hands of this man, Brad Garlinghouse. Who do you guys pick? Come on, guys. It's pretty simple, right? It is literally simple. It actually is simple. Now, let's talk about what's happening with the crypto sphere and the overall markets. We see right here from BC Backer, Dow Jones basically pumped a good amount today. I am so happy, right? This is what I wanted. So, it's what we discussed and crossed our fingers for in yesterday's video. As we see right here, this is actually pretty similar. Seems like the prophecy is being told right here, guys. Listen very carefully. So, let's take a closer look at it. Basically, the bottom should be in at this point. And look what's happening. Looking very beautiful. Seems like we're pumping once again, guys. Consolidate, right? Consolidate in these ranges, and then guess what else takes place? Probably another pump up. But it's looking really good, to say the least. If you go to this chart for the DXY, which is the US dollar currency index. Now, guys, listen to this right here. Again, we are literally at resistance all the way from 2017. 1, 2, look where we're at right now. 3, right? It seems like if we go on the hourly chart, look what's taking place right here. We dumped, right? After I'm pretty sure this was when the FOMC meeting was taking place. Look at that, guys. The dumpage began. Now, this is what I believe will take place. Hopefully, we see a pullback, which correlates with what? Crypto pumping a good amount, right? Very hard. Then what happens after the USD pulls back? It has the energy to go back up again, and then it possibly just skyrockets out of here, right? The target is all the way up here, guys. If you look back in the charts, if the USD pumps above this level, which is like the 103, of course 103, which is 13, right? They love these certain numbers. All the other markets, the majority of the other markets will just plummet down. So we're hoping for this USD chart to basically come back down to earth, right? Get its energy back up, refill, and then skyrocket out of there again, literally at resistance. So this is the chart I am watching out for, because it tells all, right, or it tells most of the things that's taking place with all the rest of the markets. My name is something as you enjoyed today's video. If you had to, please like, subscribe, so much. It's amazing day, and you guys, see ya.